And then I know you mentioned that curiosity is something that's really key to being a good venture capitalist. So I was wondering maybe if you could talk to why you think that is.
Well, it's so it's because and let me like lay the stage for you. Like my week is pretty much empty. Like if I didn't do anything myself, like my week is empty. And so it's 100% up to me besides like the few recurring meetings that we have to create my own schedule. And it's I feel like two things. So one, I think it's impossible to actually be productive, get things done, like find interesting deals if you aren't curious because so much of the job is like, I wonder what, X company is, thinking about Y problem. And like, maybe I should see if there's any like software solutions. Like, it really is like kind of, you have to ask yourself some questions, like figure out where you're interested and like really dig deep. Cause it truly is like up to you. Like it is like a very autonomous job. And like that curiosity takes you from like, oh, let me look at this like surface level list of companies to like let me take it 3, 4, 5 layers deeper and figure out where these pockets that one I'm interested in, but two I think are interesting for the market. I can find, um, and yeah, and I also think curiosity is key in just being like when like your job is mostly talking to founders, building relationships, like you have to be really genuine in these conversations. Like they don't want to get on the phone with someone who just wants to, learn about like hear the definition of their product, hear, how much revenue they're making, hear what they're like projecting for next year and what they're looking for a fundraise. Like they want to build a relationship. Like as a venture capitalist and as a like long term as a board member, like a potential board member of these companies, like they want to see you as a partner. And you aren't going to be a good partner if you aren't like truly invested in like understanding the problem, helping them figure it out. And I think, as the world progresses, like last point I'll make is like technology develops like, quite rapidly. And like you have to kind of stay up to date. Like you can't just choose one thing and invest in that for your career. Like you have to always update your priors. You have to always find new pockets of innovation. As news comes out, like think about what the implications are of that, like things like chat gpt, like things like new regulations that come out, like what are the implications that you have to really like sit down with it. Like so much of the job is face to face talking to companies, finding companies, but the other half is really like learning and continuing to develop as a person so that you can effectively do all of those things.
I was curious though, what do you think about the opportunity of a student starting their career at a startup versus gaining skills at a large company, then going to a startup, and how that kind of dynamic? Do you think that it's better to just get that slope and get that growth early on in your career because you get so much, or where do you kind of come down on that debate?
I genuinely don't think that there's a correct formula. I I have like the way that I think my path was, like it was really just driven by the opportunity that was in front of me. Um, like, and to indirectly answer your question, maybe like I hear a lot of people say, in your career, like find your passion and, do that. Like that's almost, that's almost like saying, if you're giving someone dating advice, like go out and find your true love, like easy, like you have to kind of get there. Like you have to learn about yourself through experiences. And so I would say position yourself for any opportunity, whether it's, a large corporate, whether it's straight into venture, whether it's banking, whether it's a startup, whatever seems interesting to you. It doesn't have to be your passion, like, but whatever seems interesting to you, like you could learn from it. Interview for it all, put yourself out there for it all, and then choose whatever kind of comes your way, or choose, whatever you think is best for you. Because there truly is not, there's not a formula. Like I work with people that come from all of those paths. And so I think the most meaningful thing is just like get the experience, because it's not even experience to give you like useful tools for your eventual career. I think so much of the experiences that I had, like what gave me was confidence in terms of like what a career was like what I should be like in a professional setting. And so I think the confidence is really what's key as the jumping point into whatever ultimate career it is.
But is there any advice as to how you like follow up with that person over time, as opposed to make it an organic relationship, as opposed to just, hi, like I just completed this class and you know just wanted to update you on that.
Yeah, I honestly can start with things as simple as that. Like, oh, I just want to let you know that, yeah, we talked about I was like completing this course. Like, want to let you know that I am like this is what I'm thinking. Would love your advice. I like the element of like you should be like open, like, and again, this is like why it's important to find someone I think you connect with, because everyone that I've been able to keep in touch with over time, it's like I've been vulnerable with them. I've like asked their advice. Also, things like, okay, like let's actually like bridge, like let's go for a walk together. Let's, go for a workout class together. Like it doesn't always have to be something that's super formal. Like you can have these, a mix between like, I'm going to sit down, ask your advice on these things, but then to maintain the relationship, like everyone needs a workout class. Like come with me to go for a little jog. Like it's things where, and of course, like not everyone's always in the same location, but like in the like in the scenario where you are in the same city, like things like that I think are really important. But I think generally it's okay to kind of reach out with like one or two points you want to talk about, because that I think is also like the impetus for like the other person scheduling, sitting down with you, be prepared to actually feel like they add value.